It's all about journey over destination at stop number 24 on News 25's 25 teams in 25 days, with the St. Patrick Fighting Irish breaking a whole new attitude with their new head coach.
Well, the biggest thing, we have to focus on doing our job and not being distracted by things from the past here, or how last season went, or how the last game went, or the last play went. But we got to be focused on what our job is right at that moment.
On a football team, you have 11 positions, and if you do your job, you fill that 1/11th, and if everybody corresponds with their job, you get a whole team there, and once you get a whole team, there's no stopping.
Do your job are the new words to live by under first-year head coach Oscar Glasscock, aka Coach OG, stepping in for the now assistant principal Trey Bailey, who had a huge hand in getting the program to where it is today, having just graduated the winningest four-year varsity seniors in school history.
He did a great job of getting the numbers up and kind of getting the program going in the right direction. And what I've been tasked to do is try to help make that next step.
We're kind of at a stage one now. And, you know, Coach Bailey brought it all the way up, and, you know, we had the best season in St. Patrick's history. We scored the most points, and all of that set a bunch of milestones, and now we're in sort of a rebuilding phase. But me and all the guys back there as seniors, we just want to set a tone and set a base for St. Patrick's to only go up from here.
The Fighting Irish are actually coming off their first winning season since 2008, having also scored the most points since 2008. It's worth noting they went independent for the 2022 campaign only, finishing with an overall record of 6-2, despite getting shut out by Resurrection Catholic in Week 1.
After that game, something seemed to click with our team, and it was just like wide open from there.
In their 6 wins, the Irish outscored the opposition by an average of 4 touchdowns per game, pitching 3 shutouts in the process. St. Patrick returns to the Region 8 Class 3A ranks in 2023, with 8 seniors leading the way.
I understand what these guys are at the end of their career. You have change happen, and you know, I want to make sure that they're the focus of the program, not that we're going to be on some youth movement, but that they're important.
We're definitely talking about laying down the stepping stones for underclassmen, and just making sure that we really show them, like, if you work hard, you can, you know, have great success, even if the odds are against you.
Coach OG trying to stack the deck in favor of the Irish, using his 30-year wealth of experience in the Alabama public school system, most recently at 6A Coleman, to change the mindset of what it means to play football at St. Patrick.
Within this month, I mean, Coach OG's just done great things. He's established a certain attitude that we should have.
If you don't want to hit, you don't need to play football. And that guy to me, I was like, man, I want to hit. And so, yeah, he tells us every day, he's like, if you do not, we do the board drill. He's like, if you do not get on the boards and go 100% hit, you're not going to play.
When you dwell on the past, it leads to depression. You know, and you can't be thinking about the future, you know, the next play or the next 5 plays or the next 5 years of your life, because that leads to anxiety. You know, God wants us to live in the moment. And when you're doing your job and you're focused on what you're supposed to do at that moment, you know, that's where God wants us to be.
In Week 1, John D'Angelo serving as QB1 of an entirely new offense to complement a defense with plenty of swagger.
Like we like to say, we got a bunch of dogs on the defense. I mean, John Hay is a dog, Bretton Desher's a dog, you know. We got a bunch of guys back there. Even Aiden Lee, he's a dog.
What St. Patrick does this season will have a ripple effect for years to come, and regardless of the win-loss column, Coach OG is preaching process over end product.
It would mean a lot, you know, to see all that hard work means something.
Being in the moment is just taking it day by day, getting better every single day, and, you know, really just pulling from there. And once we think the time is right, we're going to play the game. We're going to get it in. We're going to get some doves.
It's got to be that grind, you know, from the summer, preseason, every day, you know, that you embrace and understand how that's the journey. You know, it's like the Pacific salmon. You know, the Pacific salmon spends their entire life, you know, traveling upstream to spawn, and then they die. So it's the destination is not really that great. It's that journey, you know, to get to that destination is what it's all about. And so, you know, I'm trying to help them kind of understand that.
St. Patrick travels to Sacred Heart in Hattiesburg in Week 1 for a 7 p.m. kickoff on Friday.